graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Eagles football, Sixers basketball, and Major League Baseball as well. I hope that you guys got some sleep today, because guess what? We're going to be up all night, and we got to watch this Philadelphia 76ers team. The Philadelphia 76ers are not playing with Joel Embiid tonight. Joel Embiid is not playing with the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, but hopefully he'll be back by Sunday, which would be very, very interesting for sure. The Sixers did win Game 2, and they definitely surprised a lot of people, and they came out firing out of the gates, and they did a very good job shooting the ball from 3, and it was all led by VJ Edgecombe. Tyrese Maxey stepped it up in the fourth quarter. They had some really good play from some of their role players as well, but VJ Edgecombe was the main star of Game 2, and hopefully he can help lead the Sixers to a 2-1 lead in the series tonight and get themselves the win in Game 3. I do want to say hello to everybody here in the chat. I saw that Haley was here before. Haley, what's going on? Doc J, how you guys doing? What's up, Doc? What's up, Haley? How are you? A little bit of some fist pumps all around. Mark is also here. What's up, Mark? A little bit of a fist pump to you too, my guy. Good to see you on here. Who else do we got? We got DJ G in the house. What's up, DJ G? Yes, all right. Good stuff. Well, man, we got the NFL draft up on the TV. We got the Phillies on the old laptop. They're on Apple TV tonight. No Phillies game for us. And then, of course, we got the 76ers game on the little iPad as well. So, yeah, that's the little setup for tonight. I'm excited for this game. I do not expect that the 76ers are going to win this series. I don't. I don't expect that to be the case. But I'm just here having fun, and I want to see what this team can do. Just give me a competitive game tonight. Give me a team that is just going to lay it all out there on the court, and then I'm okay with that. That's really where I am. That might sound like it's a loser mentality, but with where this team is right now, with the injury bug being a big factor with Joel Embiid not playing, at this point in time, I'm just here watching these games, ready to enjoy it, and hopefully the 76ers provide a good contest tonight. And so that's where my mind is. What are your keys, though, for tonight's Philadelphia 76ers game? Please let me know down below. I think if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to shoot the ball very well from 3. Boston did not shoot the ball well in their last game, and it just felt like in the second half that everybody was ice cold. I don't expect that to be the case tonight. I expect Jason Tatum is going to have a much better performance than what he had in Game 2. But if the Sixers are going to win, they're going to have to play really strong defense. They're going to have to play even better defense than what they played in Game 2. And they're also going to have to just get the ball on the floor and rely on some of their role players to step up as well. If they can get their role players involved in tonight's game, and if VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey are balling out really well, I'd say that this is going to be a big game. It'd be really nice to see Paul George step up, and we haven't really talked about Paul George, but if Paul George can knock down some threes, that also does make a big difference tonight, too. Now, that just might tickle my fancy, because that could be really, really awesome. All right, who else is over here? DJ Gene. Jose, what's up, Jose? Howie Roseman is the man. Yes, he is, dude. Oh, let's go. I want to hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sixers by the end of the game. O'Gluffy, what's going on, O'Gluffy? Yes, sir. Let's go. All right, I'm all fired up. I'm all ready to go. It's time for 76ers basketball here on Play-by-Play with JJ. Yes, sir. All right, so let's make sure that we get all of our things up and running. So there is window capture number 1, and here is window capture number 2, right? Nope, that's the same one. I apologize. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this one instead. No, wait, no. This one's going to go here, and then this one is going to stay. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so we'll get you the starting lineups in just a few moments. There's the Celtics in their green and white uniforms, and here is what their starting lineup is going to look like. So they got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nehemiah Skada, Sam Hauser, and Derek White in their starting lineup. And so that is their starting 5, and there are the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Sixers will have Paul George, Kelly Oubre Jr., Adem Bona, VJ Edgecombe, and Tyrese Maxey in their lineup. Maxey at the 1, Edgecombe at the 2, Paul George at the 3, Kelly Oubre at the 3, Paul George at the 4, and Adem Bona playing at the 5. Paul's here. What's up, Paul? How you doing? What's up, chat? Let's get fired up. Drop those Sixers emotes. Let's go. If you guys want to become a member, it is $2.99 a month. And that's how you get access to all these really cool emojis. I'm going to drop the link right now. AI's in the building. All right, here we go. Jump ball. Adem Bona versus Kada, and Bona wins the jump ball. It goes into the hands of Maxey. And the Philadelphia 76ers are going from right to left. Bona gets the handoff, and Bona will hand it back off over to Tyrese Maxey, who steps back, takes a 3, and can't knock that one down. Derek White did go flopping down and got banged up just a little bit on the play. Maxey could not hit the open 3. Brown down low, over on the elbow. Dribbles it back over towards the outside. And now takes it inside, spins around over a couple of defenders, and Adem Bona gets caught for a goaltend. He went up above the rim, and they will give Jaylen Brown the first 2 points, and that is how the first 2 points are scored. Let's make sure that we get this right for you guys, so that way you guys have the real-time updates. 11:10 to go here in this first quarter, and we have a turnover called on the 76ers. Oh, boy, that's an offensive foul. I believe that would be called on Adem Bona. 2-0 Boston. Oh, man. Who else is tuning on in? LP! What's up, LP? Folks, if you are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, and also turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live for Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and Phillies baseball, and Major League Baseball content as well. White over on the outside. White takes it down the lane, puts up a shot. It's denied by Edgecombe, but there's going to be a foul called. And it'll be on VJ. What's going on, JJ? Let's go. Let's go. I'm definitely rooting for the Sixers. Let's go, baby! We got the Phillies on the TV, too, so we're definitely keeping our eyes on the Phillies game. Hopefully they break their losing streak tonight. That would be awesome. All right, 10:51 left to go in the first quarter, and we have some free throws coming on up. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Colton's also here. What's up, Colton? We're definitely smashing that bell a lot tonight, because why the heck not? Foul shot number 1 from Derek White, and it's good. And that'll make it a 3-0 start for Boston. This year, White is shooting, actually, he has put up 16.6 points per game, also 5.5 rebounds as well. The series is tied at 1 apiece. The Boston Celtics destroyed the Sixers in Game 1. The Sixers provided a counterpunch in Game 2. And it's a 3-0 start, and White with the second free throw, and he swishes it and gives Boston a 4-0 lead. Justin, what's up, Justin? How you doing, my friend? Maxey trying to get over towards the other side, and now he's at the top of the key. He tries to give it back over to VJ Edgecombe, goes downhill, puts up a tough 2, and is able to connect. Drop the VJ emotes. 4-2, VJ Edgecombe able to knock down a shot in the lane, and we have an offensive foul called on Boston, and it'll be 76ers ball. Momentum changing stuff now as it seems to be on the Sixers side. A 4-0 start for Boston, and the Sixers trying to get the energy back. Maxey over on the top of the key for the 76ers as they move from right to left. Edgecombe gets it down the lane. He puts up a turnaround jumper. Almost went in, and Kata's the one who gets the rebound. Excellent defense by Tatum, but yet VJ Edgecombe nearly knocked down that jump shot. White on the open floor, able to try to lay it up and in, and actually that was just a little bit too strong of a touch there. Bona got the rebound, dumps it off over to Maxey out in transition. Maxey to Oubre for 3. Yes! Kelly Oubre Jr. gives the Sixers a 5-4 lead. Able to knock it down over from the near corner, and that was a great play by Tyrese Maxey. White for 3 for Boston. Can't do it that time. Bona gets the rebound, and a handoff to Tyrese Maxey out in transition again. Maxey wants to step back. He has Tatum on him. Bona sets the screen. Maxey gets around. Jason Tatum puts up a floater inside, and he is fouled by Boston. A very late whistle called. And 9:23 left to go in this first quarter of play. What about that shot by Kelly Oubre Jr.? And Jason Tatum just gave him a little bit of daylight, and that's all that he needed to make that shot. George inbounds it over to Tyrese Maxey, and there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Sixers as they move from right to left again. Maxey stops his dribble, dumps it off over to Oubre. Oubre dribbles with the right hand, puts it up through traffic. No, Bona on the alley-oop pass, able to throw it down. 7-4 start for the 76ers. They're on a 7-0 run. Maxey nearly got a steal. Kata gets the pass. It was a bounce pass, and he's able to part the Red Sea and throw it down with his right hand. So it was a 4-0 run by Boston. Then the Sixers went on a 7-0 run, and Boston just ended that and just made it a 2. Edgecombe off balance, baseline J, can't connect there. Boston with Tatum over in the open court. Gets it back from Kata, and Jason Tatum gets a little bit of space, puts up a 3, not that time. Bona does block Hauser. Hauser got the rebound, and the Sixers get it back again. Maxey goes behind his back on the dribble moves, now is over on the baseline, wants to try to post up Derek White here. Dribbles with the right hand, tries to post him up, lost the ball for a second, and gets it back. He's underneath the basket, hands it off over to Adem Bona once more, and Bona gets fouled by Boston. And the clock stops with 8:09 left to go here in quarter number 1. Sixers playing very physical basketball so far. It looked like that Hauser tried to just tip it back up and in on that offensive rebound off the missed 3 by Jason Tatum. And then Bona just came right behind him and just said, nah, you're not going to get that. No. And speaking of Bona, he'll be at the charity stripe for Philadelphia. And Bona's first foul shot gets it to go and makes it 8-6. There's Nikola Vucevic coming on in for Nehemiah Skata. Not a good outing in his last game for Nikola Vucevic. Skata having a conversation with Joe Mazzulla, the head coach for the Boston Celtics. 8-6 start for Philadelphia. Bona's second free throw connects the dots.
X Excellent.
Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. 9-6 76ers. They lead it by 3. Tatum getting blitzed over at the top of the perimeter. Behind the back bounce pass that goes over to Vucevic. His three-point shot. It's a little bit short. Nobody was there to get the rebound. Brown got it instead. Second try for Boston, and that's going to clank off the side of the rim from Derek White, and it goes out of bounds. Sixers basketball. 7:50 left to go. Boston just still having a tough time hitting those wide open threes. Sixers defense has certainly played a factor in that as far as, just scrambling everybody around. That's been really helpful for them. Oubre looking to dump it off over to Tyrese Maxey. And Maxey has Hauser on him. He wants to try to use that advantage. He'll step back, thought about taking the three, hesitated a little bit too long. Now has to pass it over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe with a prayer, no good. And Edgecombe can't knock it down that time. There's Jaylen Brown, who tries to pass it over to Tatum, and the ball goes out of bounds. VJ Edgecombe says that Brown touched it last. And they want to review. Are they going to review, though, is the question. And I think that the Sixers are going to challenge this. They will challenge this. 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. This is a big call here. Is it going to be Sixers ball or not? Grace, I haven't seen you on here in forever. What's up, Grace? What's up, Grace? I haven't seen you on all year. Shout out to you. I was wondering if you were still around. Same thing with the dude. What's up, Grace? Good to see ya. Cheers. Wow. Oh, boy. All right, where are we tapping on in from tonight, chat? Where are we tuning on in from? It's time to give some people some shout-outs. Let's go. My name's Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We cover Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, Eagles football, Major League Baseball as well. It's so good to see you back on here, Grace. Where are we tapping on in from tonight, chat? Yeah. Oh, boy. We got Philly in the house. What's up, Mark? We got the Dominican Republic in the house. Yes, sir. What's up, Jose? Good to see you. Always good to see you. The Phillies, by the way, chat, are in the bottom of the first. Andrew Painter is pitching, and there's no score. We got Las Vegas in the house. We got another person from Nevada. Probably not from Las Vegas, but that's my guy Brian. What's up, Brian? Yeah. We got Horsham, PA in the house. My cousin's in Horsham. Shout out to Horsham. What's up, Paul? Dude, we're going to be smashing that bell tonight. I actually might have to get myself a new Roadcaster because we're pressing that button a lot. Cam's also here. What's up, Cam? There we go. Oh, boy. All right, so it is a 9-6 start. Boston got off to a 4-0 start, and then the 76ers went on a 7-0 run. And they just were able to get some really good three-point shots and some nice shooting and good defense going around as well. So there's a timeout that was taken by the Philadelphia 76ers. They're actually challenging. They're challenging to see if whether or not Boston is going to have the ball or if it's going to be Sixers ball. So we have to wait and see what the verdict is in just a few seconds. Hit that like button if you love the 76ers. That's right. Oh, man. Let's go. By the way, chat, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are doing our very first fundraising stream next week. More on that after we hear what the verdict is. It is Philadelphia ball! Nick Nurse has been so good at challenging calls this year. I mean, look, that just clearly touched Jason Tatum's right hand. I don't know why I said Jaylen Brown. Brown's the one that made the pass. It went off of Jason Tatum, and it'll be Sixers ball as they have it on offense. All right, so we're doing our first fundraising stream of the year next week, and that'll be a lot of fun. Oubre for 3 for the Sixers. That one won't go. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the break. Jaylen Brown gets the ball for the Boston Celtics as they move again from left to right. Brown down the lane, back outside to Vucevic. Peyton Pritchard back in for the Boston Celtics as well. Pritchard over on the foul line extended. Bounce pass over to Vucevic. Inside, outside, back to Pritchard for 3, and that's good. And we're tied at 9 apiece. Peyton Pritchard acts like he's Steph Curry at times when he can just knock down open threes. And here we go. George downhill trying to give it over to Bona. Denied by Boston. Edgecombe gets the rebound, though, for the Sixers. There's 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Edgecombe turnaround jumper. That was through traffic. The ball's pinballed around, and Peyton Pritchard is going to get it. It touched about 5 different players, and finally Pritchard was able to pick it up, and Boston looking to try to take the lead. Edgecombe trying to play solid defense on Peyton Pritchard. Look at him just being a pest down low. Pritchard for 2. No. Denied again by Philadelphia, and here comes Tyrese Maxey. Maxey for 3. It's up. It's good. Tyrese Maxey knocks it down. He's rocking the dreads, and the Xfinity Mobile Arena is just super excited. Tatum for 3 for the tie. In and out it goes, and the ball goes back into Peyton Pritchard's possession. Brown on the second try. He cashes it in, and we're tied at 12 apiece. Sixers could not close out on Jaylen Brown, but that's because they had to scramble after the offensive rebound was provided by Boston, and Brown just got some space. And the Sixers just couldn't close out there. 5:25 to go here in quarter number 1. It's going to be George who attacks downhill. Nice handoff to Bona, and Bona gets the feed downhill. Sixers back up by 2. It's a 14-12 start. Philadelphia 5 for 15 from the field. Boston 4 for 12 so far to start off the game. 5 minutes to go. Brown gets his pocket picked, but he retains his possession and now gives it over to his partner in crime, and that's Jason Tatum. Tatum downhill, goes up with a shot, and it's denied by Bona. Bona leaps up in the air, and he's all fired up. The ball went on out of bounds. 4.3 seconds left to go. Adem Bona acting like he's a wall out there and swatting away a fly. 4:48 left here in the first quarter, and Tatum is going to inbound it. Bona goes on over to the bench, and he gets a little standing ovation from the fans. Pritchard for 3. Not that time. Drummond, who just came on in, got the rebound. Outlet pass over to Tyrese Maxey. 4:40 left in this first quarter of play, and it's Maxey trying to drive it inside. Knifes his way to the basket, makes the layup, scoops and scores, and the Sixers lead it by 2 possessions. It's a 16-12 start for the 76ers with 4:25 left to go in quarter number 1. They lead it by 4. Tatum outside over to Vucevic, wide open 3, and Vucevic swishes it from outer space. Nikola Vucevic, a former 76er, well, he's been able to hit down wide open shots if you leave him wide open, and that was just a practice shot for him. Maxey gets the handoff from Drummond, and Maxey tries to run down the lane, gives it back outside to George. George thought he had the 3, and Derek White, or that was Svi Mikhailiuk who got the rebound, was able to haul it on in. Brown steps back, elbow J. It's up, and it's good, but they're not going to count the shot. They're going to say that there's an offensive foul that's called on Boston. Wow. 16-15, Sixers lead it by 1. Look at Kelly Oubre Jr. Oh, he traveled. He picked up his pivot foot. That's what happened there. And Oubre's like, there's another Philadelphia 76ers possession, and he is fired up too. Maxey looks to pass it over to Paul George, and we have another turnover. Sixers and Celtics exchanging turnovers from left to right. 3:38 left here in the first quarter, and it'll be Celtics ball. Quentin Grimes is going to come on in for Philadelphia, so the lineup now for Boston is Tatum, Brown, Vucevic, Pritchard, and Walsh. And for the Sixers, they got George, Oubre, Maxey, Drummond, and Grimes. Here's Vucevic over at the top of the key, playing on offense against Andre Drummond, and another whistle is going to be called. All right. Oh, boy. 3:30 left to go in the first quarter of play, and Tatum has to inbound it, and he will get it back from Peyton Pritchard. Tatum on the opposite side at the three-point line wants to cross on over Andre Drummond, and his three-point shot's up, and it's good. Bingo. 18-16, Sixers down by 2. That was just easy for Jason Tatum. Over the center, Andre Drummond. Oubre knifes his way through the basket, puts it up with the left hand, and we're tied again at 18 apiece. It's a tennis match between the both of these teams. And 3:08 left to go in the first quarter of play. Grace is here. Grace doesn't know that you were Jane. Grace, by the way, Joe is Jane Gramner. I don't know if you remember Jane. But yeah, what's up, Joe? Shout out to you, man. All right, good stuff. So just a couple of announcements. I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know a couple of things. First and foremost, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. Let me make some eye contact with the camera. There's the camera. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and Phillies baseball, and we do other Major League Baseball content as well. Please make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icon. Subscribing to the channel is free. Liking the channel is free. And getting the notifications, that is free as well. I also want to let you guys know that next Tuesday, we are doing a 48-hour stream. And we are trying to raise $10,000 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation in honor of my brother who had FD, familial dysautonomia, passed away with it in 2020. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, and people have been asking me, JJ, what are you going to do when you get to 10,000 subscribers? Like, you have to do something. And I thought, you know what? I really would like to do a charity stream, so we're going to be on for 48 hours. We're going to be doing baseball. If the Sixers are on, too, on Thursday, we're going to be doing the Sixers game as well. But we have some really, really cool things that we are going to be doing with that. I did make a post before. Please go check out my post. That way you can see all the details of what's going to happen during those 48 hours. We're not just doing baseball. We're doing some presentations, and we got some guests that we're going to have come on here too. And we got a lot of fun things. But yes, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's what's going on. Spread the word. Talk to people on social media. Post it on X. Tell it to your family. Tell it to your friends. It's a really good way to just spread awareness, and that's what I'm really trying to do. Do not feel obligated that you have to pay money or that you have to donate. If you're just on stream, and if you're just tuning on in, and you tell people about what we're doing, that means more to me. And it really does. I really mean that. So please make sure that you guys do that for me. That would be huge. Oh, boy. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, Jane Grammer is my mom. I changed the name a couple of months ago, but she's still with us, Grace. Yes. Just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know. I had to take a break from this team, JJ. They were killing more love for basketball. Yeah. They were killing your love for basketball. I hear you. I absolutely hear you. I understand. Okay. There's the big fella. Hopefully he'll be back by Game 4. But we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. We've been doing a lot of baseball content on our channel, but I told everybody, I said, once the 76ers are in the playoffs, we got to do Sixers playoffs. We have to. We absolutely have to. So we'll do the Phillies again tomorrow. And then after the Phillies game is done, we're going to have a watch party, and we're going to watch the rest of the Flyers because the Flyers are doing some magical things. And they will be playing at the Xfinity Mobile Arena as well. Really excited about that game tomorrow. Can't wait. I'm hoping that Vladar plays. I saw that he is a game-time decision now. I don't know if I like that. But, all right, here we go. What I do like is the start the Sixers have made so far, and we're back in action. It's 18-18. We'll see what the Celtics drew up out of a timeout. They give the ball over to Jaylen Brown on the baseline. Brown for two in the face of Oubre, and he connects on that one. And is able to just swish it right in his face. Just great defense, better offense by Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. Grimes gets some space, puts up a three-point shot. Not that time. Vucevic is able to box in Andre Drummond and get the rebound. Tatum wants to cross over, and he will against Justin Edwards. Tatum trying to attack, go downhill, gets the shot, or actually passed it over on the outside to Jaylen Brown for a three, and that was no good. Grimes got the rebound, and here comes Maxey pushing the tempo forward. Maxey in the lane for two. We're tied again. The third time the Sixers have tied the game. And Allen Iverson likes it all over on the bench. Tatum around the screen for three. It's up and it's good. Jason Tatum, you got to be able to contain that guy because he is a star. And if he gets going, it's going to be a tough night for the 76ers. Maxey at the logo. Gets around the screen. Maxey for the tie. Can't do it that time. And Vucevic was able to get the rebound. Didn't like that shot by Tyrese Maxey. He was off balance. Tatum another three. And that's way too strong. And Drummond gets the rebound. So both teams are just firing up those trays. Maybe try to attack downhill a little bit more. 1:20 left to go in this first frame. So far, Maxey gets around the screen of Andre Drummond. Maxey now at the foul line, tries to go for a two, and he goes flopping down, and Andre Drummond also went down too. Boston got the rebound. Pritchard gets some space, takes a couple of steps towards his left side, and nails a three, and it's a 26-20 lead for Boston. Sixers have got to just be a little bit more calm, cool, and collected with the basketball as Boston is on a 14-4 run. Maxey is going to slow the tempo down. He's conducting the traffic, gets past half court, now takes it down the lane, hesitates, puts up a two, and he's fouled. Excellent job by Maxey to just initialize the contact that was made from Jordan Walsh. And he knew that Walsh was going to be able to buy in. And he just leaned into that contact. Defense looks good for the most part. Yeah, absolutely. Just don't want this team to get out-rebounded. Tyrese Maxey this year led the league in minutes per game with 38. And he also put up 28.3 points per game as well. Takes two dribbles. He's at the line. Foul shot number one. Bingo. How many people do we have on here? Let me know down below, chat. I want us to get those likes up. I want us to reach 100 likes by the end of stream. We've never reached 100 likes for the Sixers this year. Have not been able to do it once. Tonight, hopefully, is the night. And hopefully they can help us out with that. Maxey at the line. Foul shot number two. Here it comes, and that is good for Philadelphia.
Excellent.
26-22. It's Pritchard out there on the court with Tatum, White, Brown, and Vucevic. Here we go. Here's White on a little dribble handoff over to Brown. They swing it around the timeline. Pritchard open for three again. In and out it goes. Tatum volleyballs it, but it goes into the hands of Kelly Oubre Jr., and Oubre gets fouled. It's a loose ball foul on JT. 28.2 seconds left to go in this first quarter of play. What's up, Steve? How you doing, my friend? Phillies, by the way, they're in the bottom of the second out in Atlanta. There's two outs, and they got Bryce Harper mic'd up over at first base. Man, okay, 26-22. Sixers in the bonus as they walk the floor. Tatum got called for a loose ball foul, which means that Oubre's at the line, and Kelly Oubre able to connect on the first foul shot. It's a 26-23 game. And Jordan Walsh is going to enter back on in. And Tatum is going to take a little breather as Sam Cassell is there to greet him. Oubre takes a dribble, puts it up, and knocks it down.
Excellent.
28.2 seconds left to go. That really helps the Sixers. That was like a 2-on-1 possession, really, because they can get the ball back with like 3 seconds left to go at the very least. Brown gets it over at the top of the key. Now is stopped in his tracks. Gives it over to Derek White, and White back over to Jaylen Brown, who parts the Red Sea, goes down the lane. Now has to give it back outside over to Vucevic, and his three-point shot is good. 8.3 seconds left. Maxey inbounds it, but gets it back. He's pushing the tempo at the top of the key. Crosses over, puts it up, and can't put it on in that time. The ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Edwards, but before it even went out of bounds, time expired. Sixers are down by 5, 29-24, as we go into quarter number 2. Honestly, not a bad start. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I didn't like how towards the end of the first quarter, there were a couple of times where I saw Sixers players getting boxed in. But other than that, they played a very physical first quarter, and I'm okay with this. I really am. So, all right, 9 more subs so we get to 9,730. All right, let's pull up some stats for you guys. All right, so I want you guys to take a look at this. So these are the game time leaders over on the right side of your screen. Tyrese Maxey has 9 points so far. Jaylen Brown so far has 7, and he's shooting 3 for 4 from the field. As you can see, Jaylen Brown has had himself a really good game. I had to give credit to Joe Mazzulla, because when they called their first time out and the Sixers and Celtics were tied at 18 apiece, they inbounded the ball, they gave it over to Tatum, and then Tatum found Jaylen Brown over on the baseline. And Brown, I believe, got the ball with like 8 seconds left to go. And Oubre, I thought, played really good defense on him, but he just hit him right with a little shimmy and a little ISO step-back jumper. And it was just a really good make by Jaylen Brown. Sometimes you just got to give the ball to your best players, and they just make things happen. And Jaylen Brown, I thought, made a really good play there. I think that Boston has been dealing with a lot of like really tough shots. The 76ers, did they give them a little bit of space? Yes, but those were on the offensive rebounds. If the Sixers are getting those rebounds and if they're in better positions, I don't really see how Boston gets those boards and gets those second chance opportunities. So that's really where I stand right now with this team. But yes, hopefully they can try to clean that up. But I thought that overall they played a very physical first quarter. I know that they're down, but hopefully they can try to clean up a couple of more things and try to even it up at halftime. We'll see how they're able to respond here in the second quarter. Phillies, by the way, are in the top of the third. There's no score between the Phillies and the Braves. The Phillies are trying to end a 9-game losing streak, and we'll see if they're able to do it. We need to slow down, says Grace. I need to slow down. I do. Because if they're slowing down, that means I'm slowing down. But yeah. Oh boy. Sixers lost the first game of this series, 123-91. Boston just punched them right in the mouth. But then the Sixers came back and they played a very good game in Game 2 and provided a 111-97 win. And now they're down 29-24 here in Game 3. Still no Joel Embiid. Hopefully he'll be back by Sunday for Game 4. But we'll just have to wait and see. We were down by 3 in Game 2 also. Yep, that's true. That is absolutely true. All right, here we go. We start off quarter number 2. Let's get the stats back up and running right now. All right, and sorry about this. Let's make sure that we update our scores. That's better. I don't know why that ended up being a factor. 29-24 is the score. And here's a shot by Boston, and that is up, and it's no good. Is this correct? No. Why is the live cast not updating? I don't know. All right, here we go. George steps back, launches a three, and connects. Paul George starts off the quarter with a bang. White over on the outside, steps back, gives it over to Peyton Pritchard, and Pritchard goes down the lane. Edgecombe was guarding him. Now takes a baseline J. That one won't go. Offensive rebound by Boston, and Shireman is able to get the board. Shireman over to Derek White. Now back to Tatum. Tatum gets it deflected. It goes out of bounds. Drummond says it's Sixers ball. Tatum says it's Boston ball. What will the judges say? It is Boston basketball. You're fine as the Sixers who want to chuck the ball up with no reason. Oh, I understand. I just want to be able to slow down, but they play pretty fast. Here's a three by Boston. That's Shireman who knocks it down, and that gives them the answer that they needed. 32-27. And just like that, now it's a 5-point game. Boston is 8 for 18 from 3. The Sixers are 3 for 10. George wanted to pass it, but a reach-in foul called on Tatum. And that'll stop the clock with 10:37 to go. Okay, there we go. First I thought that, my thing was not updated. But no, it is updated. It definitely is. Justin Edwards gets the inbound pass for the 76ers. They're 5. It's George, it's Edgecombe, it's Edwards, Drummond, and Grimes. And the Sixers turn the ball over. They threw it away. White towards the outside to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard back to White for a three-point shot. No. And the ball is tipped by Drummond into the hands of Quentin Grimes. And now Paul George off to the races. George to Edgecombe on the outside. Corner three-pointer. Oh, man. Edgecombe was ready to fire it, and it was just off a little bit to the left side. That was a great look, and the Sixers could not knock it down. All right, it's a 32-27 start for Boston. And now it's Tatum again who gets it on the outside, and he is fouled by Justin Edwards. Trey Turner just hit a 2-run home run for the Phils. We'll take that. He went the opposite way. Try to end that losing streak if you can, Phillies. Here we go. Here is Boston with the ball. 32-27. Tatum steps back, puts up a tough 2, and that's no good. Another offensive rebound, and that's for Shireman. Shireman to White for a 3. And see, that is what Boston was not doing in the first game. Now they're starting to hit their stride, and that was because they just could not knock down their shots, even after the offensive rebounds. 35-27. Shireman tries to get a little bit pesty, and another reach-in foul called on the Celtics. They're just playing with more length this time. Remember, in the second quarter of the last game, it was Joe Mazzulla who decided to go with a small guard lineup. It didn't work. VJ Edgecombe gets it towards the inside and puts up a tough floater and swishes it, and the Sixers are down by 6. 35-29, Philadelphia down by 2 possessions. Jaylen Brown over on the bench. Tatum leading the way, being the maestro for the Boston Celtics. Tatum against Andre Drummond, looks to step back, passes it one more time to Shireman, and his three-point shot is good. Andre Drummond slipped and just left Shireman wide open. And that was no good. Or was that Luka Garza? It was Luka Garza. Excuse me. 38-29. Not good play for Andre Drummond so far. Grimes parts the Red Sea. Can't hit the layup. He should have been able to hit it. He was fouled, but he still should have had that to go. Nice shot. Going back to that replay that they showed us of Garza hitting that 3. Grimes at the line. Takes 3 dribbles. The first foul shot. Bazinga. It goes in. Realize that Boston was 13 for 51 from 3 in their last game, and so far they've made 10 threes. Foul shot number 2. That one is up, and that one is good.
Excellent.
It's a 7-point deficit for the Philadelphia 76ers. 38-31. Boston leads it by 7. Tatum with a pass over to Garza. Garza the Shireman. Shireman for a 3 again, and he is feeling himself. Oh no. 41-31. Boston's role players starting to step up, and it's a 12-7 start for the Boston Celtics in this second quarter of play. VJ Edgecombe wants to bounce pass it over to Paul George. A tough baseline J for Paul, and he still knocked it down. Paul George had 2 hands in his face, and yet was able to still make the step back J from the baseline. What a shot. And another foul called against Philadelphia. Turner homer? No way, Jose. Yeah, he did homer. 41-33. And pick and roll offense for Boston, but a denial by Bona. Over on the other side. Edgecombe set free. He throws it down. The sledgehammer's good. The Sixers able to get back into it. And here comes the crowd. They're all rising. VJ Edgecombe went flying over to the rack, and he screamed, "Ah!" And a timeout by Boston. Adembona making some explosive plays on defense. And that's what led to the exciting offense for the Sixers. Let's go, baby. Just what a play. Bona with a nice little chase down block over on the other side against Luka Garza's layup. Grimes got the rebound, and he just made, sometimes Quentin Grimes just makes terrible passes, but that pass was on the money. It was a skip pass like he was throwing a ground ball over to first base, and he just was able to get it to bounce right over to VJ Edgecombe, who was set free, and he slammed it on home. That's what's up. All right, good stuff. Phillies, by the way, are up 2-0. Trey Turner hit a 2-run home run, and they lead it 2-0 in the top of the third inning. The game is on Apple TV, by the way. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we got the Edgecombe emotes. These are the Edgecombe emotes, by the way, chat. Just want to make sure I throw them down there. Here's the VJ emotes. The block, the dunk, the explosiveness. There we go. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Yes, sir. Good to see you on here. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a few moments. Alrighty. Sixers are back on. Phillies are also technically threatening with runners over at first and second with 2 outs in the top of the third. Marsh is in the box. Haven't started the action yet. back in the Sixers game. Crazy stuff. All right, but now they do. So Peyton Pritchard has the rock. Pritchard will pass it over to Jaylen Brown again. Brown in the lane, floater, good. 43-35. Boston up by 8 points. Okay. Sixers are just 5 for 10 from the field. Boston is 4 for 5 in this quarter alone. Edgecombe misses it the first time. On the second try, he tries to tip it up and in, and that is just a little bit too long. Not good that time for the 76ers. Derek White will hand it off over to Nehemiah Skeda, who's back out there for Boston. Boston's been very physical in this third quarter of play so far. And we have a whistle. It'll be against the 76ers. And Boston, that's VJ Edgecombe who gets called for the foul. That's his first one, though, of the day. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Pritchard at the top of the key. Looks to take it over towards the right side. Pritchard to Brown. In between the circles. Brown crosses over. Lost the ball. Here's Paul George. He picks it up. George down the lane. Puts up a 2. That's no good. And it's stolen back by the Boston Celtics. An opportunity for the Sixers to capitalize. Nothing to it. Here's a 3 for Boston. That's no good. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball still. Dang. I don't know what happened with Paul George there. George went up with a shot. Jaylen Brown just blocked it. And he just came down with a chase down block there. That was a really good defensive play. And I couldn't tell with that at first. But Jaylen Brown made a nice play, and the Sixers not able to capitalize. 43-35. Boston gets the ball back. Brown to Takeda on the outside of the perimeter at the right side of the wing. Another dump off that goes to Peyton Pritchard. And Pritchard turns around, gets the ball not loose. It goes out of bounds. Sixers ball. Let's go. Maxey and Edgecombe have combined to score 15 points so far. And it's Maxey, George, Bona, Edgecombe, and Oubre out there. Here's a 3 for Paul George. It's up and it's good. Paul George starting to connect, hitting a line drive 3 from the left side of the wing. Boy, did they need that. And that was a nice shot. He got the separation that he wanted there. Brown gets downhill. Jab step, 2. And we have a foul called. Edgecombe is down, though. Oh, no. Is that Paul George that's down? Paul George is down. Brown got called for an offensive foul. George is flat on his belly. Oh, no. He elbowed him right in the stomach. Oh, no, right below the stomach, in the genitals. Oh, no. And he's still down. He's going to be helped up right now. This will be an official review here. Oh, no. Training staff is still checking up on him. And he's up. He's walking under his own willpower. That's good. First I thought it was VJ that was down, but it was Paul George. So now the officials are going to check to see if this is a flagrant foul or not. George going back on over to the sideline. And he will sit on the bench for now. He hit him right in the nuts. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. Got him right in the nuts. Blazing, what's up, B? All right, so they're reviewing this. The referees for tonight, by the way, here they are. You got Musa Dagger, John Gobble, Brent Bernanke, and Andy Nagy. So they just call it an offensive foul. There's no flagrant there. Crazy. Huh. I want to see this again. I mean, you got him good. You got him good. He's going to stay in the game. Oh, my gosh. Paul George is going to stay in the game. Wow, I thought that maybe that he was going to go on over to the bench. Crazy. Crazy. All right, Sixers have the ball. Tyrese Maxey will give it over to Bona. Bona on a handoff that goes to Maxey. That was almost a wild handoff there. Maxey now at the foul line, looking to float it up inside, and Bona mistimed the jump, and it was no good. Tatum got the rebound. Pritchard with some space, puts up a three-pointer. In and out it goes, and the ball is rebounded by Shireman, and we have another foul called on Edgecombe. And that stops the clock with 5:24 left to go in this second quarter of play. Ronald Acuna Jr. just tied it up for the Atlanta Braves on a two-run swing off of Andrew Painter. Damn. That went 410 feet. That was a missile. Tatum over at the top of the key for the Boston Celtics. Crosses over 3 times. Gives it back to Shireman, another three-point shot, and he's human. And Bona gets the rebound. Bona and a little tug of war with the basketball between him and Keita. A lot of physicality. Boston has been a little bit more physical in this second quarter of play so far. Damn. 43-38. So once again, the Braves just tied it back against the Phillies. A two-run shot by one of the best hitters in all of baseball. That's Ronald Acuna Jr. 5:07 left to go in this second quarter of play. Jump ball, and it'll be Boston Celtics ball. Tatum takes it right over to the rack, puts up a 2-0. Another offensive rebound, and Boston resets once again. They're just more athletic tonight, and they're more physical. Brown trying to pass it over towards the left side, and it's going to be rebounded by VJ Edgecombe, but I believe that he got tripped up, and therefore a foul is called. And that'll stop with 4:44 left to go in this second quarter of play. Man, oh man, chat. Come on. They got to play. They have to play a little bit better than this. They're getting eaten up on the glass, and they're just not getting the touches. Keita has 3 fouls. That's the good news for Sixers fans, of course. George over to Edgecombe, wide open 3. Edgecombe can't hit it that time. He's been a little bit cold shooting-wise in this game, and he's gotten some looks, too. 4:25 left to go in this second quarter of play. Tatum with the behind-the-back bounce pass. Vucevic didn't want to shoot it. Instead, he'll pass it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown's layup is up, and it's in. And it's a 7-point lead for the Boston Celtics. Wow. 45-38 with 4:10 to go. It's Edgecombe again. Edgecombe with a lob pass that goes over to Paul George over on the baseline. George, what's he going to do? A couple of jab steps, a step back, and a 2 on the baseline. No, Edgecombe got the rebound. Didn't even hit the rim, though. Puts up a tough shot and somehow, someway puts it on in. An acrobatic layup. It's good. And on the inbound pass, Vucevic tried to pass it over to Jaylen Brown, and I believe that it will still be Boston ball. Is it? I couldn't tell on the replay, or the Sixers going to keep it. The Sixers will keep it. What excellent defense that was by Paul George. He knocked it off of his left knee, and it went out of bounds over towards the Sixers bench. Oh, it's beautiful. Bona gets the inbound pass, dumps it off over to VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe, again, it goes over to Paul George. George, unselfish pass. It goes downhill to Bona, and Bona gets fouled, and he landed a little bit awkwardly. And he is sitting, he's just flat on his back right now, landed on that right shoulder. And he's going to be helped up by Paul George, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Tyrese Maxey, lifting all that weight up just to get him up and going. Got to get better rebounds. Got to play more physical. I did like that defense from Paul George. That was awesome. It's 45-40. Bona not necessarily a good foul shooter, but we'll see if he's able to knock down at least one free throw here. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow with the Flyers. And then we'll watch the rest of the Flyers game once the Phillies are done. 45-40. Timeout taken here by Nick Nurse. Still plenty of time to go in quarter number 2. Come on, man. We gotta close out strong here. We gotta close out strong. Chat, how we feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 not feeling good at all. 10 feeling very excited. Where are we? Where are we? How we feeling? It's been a dogfight, I guess, over these last couple of minutes, but I don't know. I feel like that Boston has left some points on the board, but I got to give the Sixers credit for staying in this. Like, they are playing with a lot of heart. I really have to admit that. Grace says 7. I think 7's a good answer. 8.5 says Jose. VJ PG need all. 10. Let's go, baby! We got a 10 in the chat. Let's bleep and go. Let's go, man. It's hard when the refs are playing against you, too. Yeah, somebody gets elbowed in the balls, and yet they don't call it a flagrant. I've seen that called a flagrant before. It doesn't really make sense, but whatever. Brian says, I'm at a 7.6. Love that. I'm at a 7.6. Paul's still here. Paul's at an 8. Love it. I love it, man. That's awesome. Don't forget, guys, tonight after the Sixers game is done, we got the Giants taking on the Marlins. That game's at 10:15, so we'll be doing that game too. We'll have a post-game show after the Sixers game is done, and then we'll head on into the Giants game, and we'll debrief a little bit more and talk more about this game because there's it's not even, we're not even at halftime, but yet there's still already a lot to talk about. Are you kidding me? And there's going to be way too much more to talk about too. So that'll be fun. And it's always nice to end with baseball because, we can get our calm voice like this back. So it's good. It's good. We can calm down, we can chill, we can just have fun. Don't forget, folks, we are doing our first fundraising stream of the year next week. We are going to be doing 48 hours of streaming and trying to raise money for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation in honor of my brother. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so $10,000 is the goal. $10,000 for 10,000 subscribers. That's what we're going to do. So please spread the word. Please tell your family. Please tell your friends. We're really trying to do this for a good cause because this really means a lot to me. And I'm not doing this if it weren't for him. So, oh, man. 75 people watching. That's awesome. We got 75 people in the house. 45 of you have hit the thumbs up button. We have not hit 100 likes this year during a Sixers stream. I would love that to change tonight. Bona is at the line now to shoot a couple of free throws for the 76ers. And he shakes it off, and he's going to take a couple of dribbles here. And free throw number 1 was good. Free throw number 2, not that time. Daver, what's up, Daver? 45-41. Sixers 9 for 10 from the line. Bona's first free throw miss came on that second attempt. Tatum, baseline, jump shot. Knew it, and it was good. Hit it right on over to VJ Edgecombe. And got right to his spot. Hit it in stride. And it's 47-41. 3:10 to go in this second quarter of play. Maxey dribbles it over towards the logo. Maxey now goes down the lane, but we have a whistle called, and that's going to be against Adem Bona. Somebody let me know how the Eagles are doing in the draft and who the Eagles decide to take. Somebody give me an update on that, too, if anyone's watching. I do have the draft on in the background, but I don't think that they've picked yet. 3:01 left to go in this second quarter of play. Maxey leads the way with the Sixers with 9. Edgecombe has 8, and so does Paul George. It's a 47-41 game, and Boston is going to turn it over once again. 2:54 left to be played in the first half. By the way, that was Adem Bona's third foul. Another guy that really does tend to get into foul trouble. All right, here's Tyrese Maxey. 6 turnovers for Philadelphia. 9 by Boston, but yet Boston leads it by 6. Maxey with a 2, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics, though. Shot clock is at 14. The Vikings are moving down, and the Panthers are moving up to get the 49th pick. Wow. All right, so the ball is inbounded over to Andre Drummond. Drummond gives it back over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey gets it denied. Drummond with a follow-through flush and shakes and bakes the rim. And the Sixers down by 4 with 2:25 left to go in this second quarter of play. Brown over downhill, down the lane. Almost lost his dribble. George has to come back up on him. Vucevic three-point shot, and Tyrese Maxey got the rebound. They almost collided, Maxey and George, that is, but thank goodness Maxey got it. George wants to get a screen set by Oubre. George looks to attack, gets the ball stripped, and it's going to be Sixers ball as it goes out of bounds with 2 minutes left to go. 2 minutes left in this game. In the first half, that is. Time's flying, but it's not flying like that. No, it's not. Oubre gets the inbound pass. Oubre jams it home. It's a 2-point game. 1:50 left to be played here in this first half of play. Tatum with the rock. Oubre guarding him. Here comes a screen by Vucevic. And Oubre still stays on Tatum. And now Vucevic gets another pick, decides not to use it. And we have a foul called. And that'll stop the clock again. Look at that nice little dunk by Kelly Oubre Jr. I mean, he was just wide open in the dunker spot. Nobody closed out on him at all. And Tatum is going to have to inbound it again for Boston with 94 seconds to go in this first half of play. Brown gets it downhill over on the block. Swings it towards the outside. Wide open 3 for Derek White, and that's too strong again. The tip back, though, by Vucevic off of the little tip that Brown made over to him is perfect, and it's a 49-45 ball game. The rebounding has been a difference, and Boston leads it by 4. They've had 10 offensive rebounds. The Sixers have had 7. Maxey over at the foul line. Spins around, turns around, he's blitzed, and now gives it over to Andre Drummond. Drummond throws it away. Maxey was cutting. Tatum intercepts it. And a three-point shot by Boston is up, and it's good. And that was a big-time three. They needed that. Terrible pass by Andre Drummond, which led to that wide-open three that was made on the other side with 52.7 seconds left. So Tatum got the steal. Hauser is the one who made the three. All right, 35 seconds to go as Maxey gets it again. Drives it down the lane. Denied by Vucevic. Oubre with a two. At the buzzer. It's good. The shot clock buzzer it was. 52-47. I don't know how he made it, but it went on in. 22 seconds left in this first half of play. All eyes on Jaylen Brown. Dribbling with the left hand. And now comes back up with it. Crosses over a couple of times. George guarding Jaylen Brown. And he stops his dribble and has to pass it over to Jordan Walsh. Walsh puts up a two over Maxey, and that's good as well. 4.6 seconds left to go. Edgecombe gets the inbound pass. He's over at the logo. Edgecombe for three. At the buzzer. Almost banked it in, and the banks were closed. It was no good. Sixers are down by 7 to the Boston Celtics, 54-47 at the half. And so halftime coming on up. Sixers down by 7 points to the Boston Celtics. And we got a lot to talk about for sure. But first, I want to get on into letter grades. Letter grades for that first half. What would be your grade for the 76ers team? I will be honest with you. I'm not emotionally invested right now in this team. I don't pick them to win the series. So all I can say is a B. I am happy that they're keeping this competitive. I'm happy that it's close. I'm also very happy that they're playing a physical game of basketball. So I would give it a solid B. I really would. This has been a good game. Boston just is showing that they have better talent. So, and I feel like that's a fair criticism. I really don't expect the 76ers to win this series. But if they can just keep it close throughout these games, I'm happy with that. That's the way that I look at it. That's the way that I feel. So let me know what you guys think down below on the letter grades. It's hard when the refs are playing against you. Absolutely, man. Game 3 down by 4. Yep. I think that it's game 3, down by 7. I think that they're playing a good brand of basketball. The reason why Boston's winning is because, A, they've made more threes, and they're playing a little bit more physical than you are, but that's because they have a little bit more length. So, I'm not mad, though. There were a couple of annoying things, like Andre Drummond's bad pass. That was not good. That was definitely not good at all. And that has to be better. But other than that, I've been very proud of the effort that they've been putting on into this. So that's where I stand. Oh, man. Got to play defense. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Grace is going to go with a C. I think that that's fair, too. I think the C is definitely fair for sure. By the way, the Phillies have the bases loaded. In case you're wondering, they're in the top of the 4th inning. And Bryce Harper, or Kyle Schwarber, that is going to come on up. Should we see how Schwarber does? We can do that. And just talk a little bit more about this game as we watch the Phils. We're not going to win if we just keep rushing the shots and losing the ball. Now, that part, I think, is a fair criticism. Because there were times, and you've definitely brought this up, not only just once, but you brought this up a couple of times. There have been a couple of times where they have been rushing some plays. Absolutely. So, the other thing, too, that I want to mention, right, about this team is that why they've been rushing into their sets is because Boston has been providing more pressure. I've noticed that even tonight, when I'm watching this team, they have on these rebounds, you see guys are tipping the basketball. Jaylen Brown's not being afraid to just get downhill into Andre Drummond's spot. He knows that Andre Drummond's a really good rebounder, and he's not as tall as Drummond is, but what he can do is give his team a chance by at least getting a little fingertip on the basketball. And sometimes it doesn't go your way, other times it does. And I feel like Jaylen Brown has been a little pest out there, and that's something that's a little bit underrated about his game that not a lot of people give him credit for. And in some ways, too, that also reminds me a little bit of VJ Edgecombe, because Edgecombe's been doing the same thing at times. Not as much as Jaylen Brown has in this game, but that's been another factor as well. Somebody that was really good at tipping the basketball on rebounds, and I miss him, is Nico Batum. Nicholas Batum was one of the best at just poking the basketball on rebounds back to his teammates and getting it right in the open floor. And the Sixers don't really have that type of a guy. VJ Edgecombe is one of them, but you need more of those types of guys. Kyle Schwarber just struck out with bases loaded, and we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning out in Atlanta. What else is new, man? Boy, oh boy. So that's really where I stand. I want to talk a little bit more about Kelly Oubre because I don't think he's getting enough love. Kelly Oubre Jr. is my first half. Do you know why Kelly Oubre Jr. is my first half MVP? I'm going to tell you right now. Not only is Kelly making his shots, but he is, what else he's doing out there too, is he's being very disruptive. In the first two games of this series, you saw it a little bit more in the second game, but I felt like when I was watching Kelly, he was just running up and down the floor. He wasn't making impactful plays. I'm watching a couple of times where he saves a ball go on out of bounds today. I'm watching him get some extra possessions. I even saw him being a screener at one point for Paul George, which I thought was interesting. I don't really see Kelly setting a lot of screens, but he needed a screener there, and Paul George knocked down a three, if I remember correctly, or maybe he drove it inside and got the layup. But regardless, he made an impactful play right there, and that was nice to see. I also think he's been rotating very well on defense. There was one time where I'm watching him specifically where Jason Tatum had the ball at the top of the key, and Vucevic set a screen, and Oubre fought right through that screen, stayed right on Jason Tatum, and Tatum had a bad shot. Tatum, to me, has not had a good game today. I think that Jaylen Brown has really shown that he's the alpha now of this team. Some people might think that that's a hot take, but I think that the leader of the team right now is Jaylen Brown, and it's not Jason Tatum. Now, you can cut it any way that you want. They've been playing really well with each other, but Jaylen Brown has been the most impactful player on that Boston Celtics team in this series so far. And how did the 76ers erase Jaylen Brown from this game? That's a very good question. They've put Paul George on him at times, and Paul George can't just guard Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at the same time, so it doesn't help that Adem Bone is in foul trouble, but you're going to have to try to, just play more physical. I also want to say, too, that the Sixers are without Dominic Barlow, and that is a difference, too. Barlow gives you a lot of height. Barlow was boxing out very well in that second quarter of Game 2, and I feel like, not to be that guy, but to be that guy, if Dominic Barlow is playing in this game, that makes a difference, too. So, Barlow was really doing the little things correctly. I don't know why he's not in. I didn't see him as out for tonight. I found that to be a little bit weird. I don't really know why Nick Nurse is not playing him a little bit more, but I feel like that's sort of a coaching thing. He wasn't listed as out. He was listed as available. You see it right over here. Look, his name is right there. And with Adembona also in foul trouble, why wouldn't Dominic Barlow get some more minutes, So that's another take that I have. The bench tonight for the 76ers has not been good. And that's the final point that I wanted to make. Justin Edwards made a little bit of an impact in his last game. Quentin Grimes also played a little bit better. He has not played well. And neither has Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond was the spark plug off the bench in the last game for the 76ers. You saw him getting rebounds. You also saw him being very disruptive, too. He hasn't had that same energy tonight, and I can't really figure out why. Part of it might be because Barlow's not playing as much. I don't know, but Dominic Barlow and Jabari Walker, I will continue to bang this drum. I want them to play a couple of more minutes, especially when you have to sit Tyrese Maxey and you have to go to maybe more of an athletic lineup or not Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre. I want them to try to get more minutes. So, not telling you that that's what's going to make them win, but that does impact things for sure. You want to get your big guys out there. Look at their bench. Their bench in this game has, 25 points? Baylor Shireman's been knocking down threes. He had 2 big threes that he knocked down. And he got a little bit of some space, and he was starting to feel himself. Peyton Pritchard made an impact off the bench. Vucevic has had himself a better game, too. A couple of blocks. This is why Boston got him. Boston got him to be more of an impact player. And if Keita, who got into a little bit of foul trouble, is not having a good game, then Nikola Vucevic has to come on in. So that's really where I stand. And I'm not necessarily happy about that. But at the same time, they're keeping it close and they're playing competitive basketball. And that is what I asked for. The third quarter is what scares me. The third quarter, I'm sure, is what scares a lot of people because that's been the narrative this year. The bad third quarters. Can they win the third quarter of this game? If they win the third quarter of this game, I feel really good going into the fourth. And how Nick Nurse manages the third quarter is going to be pivotal to me too. I think whoever wins the third quarter of this game wins the game. Is that fair? So even if the Sixers win the third quarter 32-31, I think that they'll win. I really do. So those are my takes on this game right now. Let me know what you guys think, though. I would like to hear what you guys have to say. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing, man? I still think it's Tatum, and he's coming off of an injury. Well, that's true, too. That's a very good point, right? Jason Tatum is coming off of a terrible injury, and he's just thrown back on into the fire. But Jaylen Brown is just playing so well. Like, he is playing like he's an MVP. Even when Tatum didn't have his stuff in the last game, Jaylen Brown still kept Boston in that game. He was trying to be a hero, and he kept them still within striking distance in Game 2. It wasn't enough. VJ Edgecombe was the best player out there on the court that night. Tonight, though, it's Jaylen Brown. I'd say Jaylen Brown's number 1. I'd say Tatum's number 2. And that's why Boston is up as well. I was talking to RB a little bit earlier today. And I told RB, VJ Edgecombe was the best player in Game 2. He was like, I need you to calm me down, JJ. Like, I need you to not help me get my hopes up about this team because I have my hopes up. And I said, well, I'll be honest with you, RB. Like, VJ Edgecombe is not the best player in this series. Can he be the best player in the series? He could. But right now, like, I would take Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum over Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. That's just the truth. That's really where I stand. If I'm being realistic, those two guys, those two are the better duo than Tyrese and VJ. Now, this series gets interesting if Joel Embiid comes back for Game 4. Because I don't think any of their centers or any of their big guys have an answer for Joel Embiid. That's something that I've learned about in this series. Vucevic is going to get into foul trouble when he faces Joel Embiid. Same thing with Kata. If Kata's getting into foul trouble now, just you wait till he has to go against that freight train. If he can just put the ball on the floor. This guy, I've seen him when he's just not playing basketball for 2 weeks. He just can come back in his sleep, and yet still with his IQ, with his footwork, he can still make you pay and get into foul trouble. But if we're just talking about this game, just to get back on track, VJ and Tyrese are going to have to be the better players here in the second half, and they are going to have to be the spark plugs. Paul George is an X factor, but I don't expect Paul George to be the number one scoring guy for the 76ers. I don't. If he can, that's beautiful. I would love that. But yeah. This is insult to injury for me. Not only are we playing bad, the Lakers are on now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. JJ, you should have the Phillies scoreboard up. Would you rather have me have it up? Yeah, I could put it on the ticker. Okay, I'll do that. Let me do that real quick. I'll put it up on the ticker if you want. Where is that? Harper hits one out over to the center field wall, and that ball is gone! Let's go! Bryce Harper gives the Phillies a 3-2 lead. I'll take that. Speaking of the Phils, that was out to left center. All right, here we go. We're back in the game. Boston for 3. It's up, and it's good. It's a 57-47 lead for the Boston Celtics. Dembona is back on in for Andre Drummond. So it's a 10-point lead for the Celtics. And here's a 3 for Paul George. He answers back with a tray of his own. Nice. Good stuff. All right, so we'll put the Phillies score up on the ticker. We can do that. I can't put it up on the screen, but I can put it on the ticker. Boston with another 3, and that's up, and that's good. That's Jason Tatum. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's a pretty good basketball player. But, yeah, he knocks down an open 3. And it's a 10-point lead again for the Celtics. George looking to try to get a little bit of some space at the top of the key. Eurostep, floater inside. No good. And we have a foul called against the Celtics. All right, so where is it? Nope, that's not the right ticker. We'll put it up on this one. Are the Phillies playing against the Braves? Yeah. Good. 60-50. George inside. Puts it up through traffic. It's up, and it's good. All right, Paul George has come out firing out of the gates. He has scored 5 points. That's good. We like to see that. Derek White with a handoff that goes to Jaylen Brown. And Brown down the lane, turns around, hit, goes up with a 2. That's no good. Edgecombe got the rebound for the Sixers, and they give it back to Paul George. George, he's been on fire so far. What's he going to do? An ISO, a 3-pointer. Paul George putting the team on his back. He has scored all 8 points to start off the third quarter. And we're not even 2 minutes into this. Vucevic for three. Not that time. Edgecombe, his second rebound of the quarter. Gives it over to Oubre. Oubre's three. Way off the mark. Oh, that would have been beautiful. He had the space. He had the time. Just couldn't knock it down. Here's Jaylen Brown going over Adem Bona. And Bona with another foul called. That's his fourth. And 9:47 left to be played in the third quarter. Damn. That is unbelievable. I agree with you, JJ. Please let Nurse light a fire under this team. I don't know where Dominic Barlow is. Brown at the line. Foul shot number one for Jaylen Brown. It's up, and it's good. We got 54 likes. We got 47 people watching. It's beautiful. Nice. 61-55. Brown for one more. And that one goes in. It's a 7-point lead for the Boston Celtics with 9:47 left to go. Edgecombe will pick it up for Philadelphia. 9:43 left in this third quarter. And it's Paul George again who gets it back for the Sixers. George throws it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Boston, though. 7 more subs until we get to the 9,730 marker. Nice. Maxey looking to inbound it for the Sixers. And he bounces it over to Bona. Bona for two. How did he miss that? I mean, my goodness. He had a smaller guy on him. And nothing to it right there. And now it's Oubre who has to play defense all over Sam Hauser. Hauser gives it over to Jaylen Brown in between the circles. Brown looking to take it towards the left side. Wide open three for Vucevic. In and out it goes again for the Sixers, and they dodge a bullet. It's Oubre who has it for Philadelphia. A dump off over to Edgecombe. Back outside to Maxey. Maxey thought about pulling up from the parking lot. Had second thoughts, though, as he gives it to Edgecombe. And Edgecombe's three-point shot is way too strong for Philadelphia as well. Tatum out in transition. What a pass. But it's denied by Bona. The shot was up by Hauser underneath the basket, and he missed the reverse layup. Edgecombe, oh, man, he had space to shoot that three, decided not to. What was he thinking right there? I know he's been cold, but it's George who swings it over to the outside. Maxey now has it. Maxey back to Edgecombe. Wide open. Three-pointer. In and out it goes. Come on, VJ. I mean, he's missing these wide open threes from the far corner, and he usually hits those. Just not his night shooting-wise from beyond the arc. Brown throws it over towards the other side, and it's Jason Tatum who gets it back for Boston. Tatum over and under and over again on the layup. And it's a 9-point Boston lead. They've outscored the Sixers 10-8 in this third quarter so far. And they've been playing with a lot of fire under them. Tatum does have 13 points. He's 5 for 11 from the field. Tyrese Maxey zipping it down the lane, laying it up, laying it on in. He's an artist. He's Picasso out there. Tatum parting the Red Sea. Floater inside. No, the ball gets stripped. Oubre comes back up with it. I thought maybe they were going to call a foul there on Paul George. No, they did not. Maxey steps back. ISO, three-pointer. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! It's a 64-60 game with 7:20 left to go. It'd be really nice to see him get more active out there. Brown initiates the contact. No foul called. Sixers play strong defense. Bona gets the rebound, and they slow it up with Paul George again with 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Bona downhill. Bona down Broadway. Hits the 2. 7:02 to go. Paul George, a playmaker, coming out of nowhere. And a beautiful bounce pass to Bona, and nothing Boston can do to stop Adem Bona. And a timeout taken by Boston. baby. Paul George has been wonderful in this third quarter so far. The playmaking, the shooting, the fire in his eyes. And how about VJ Edgecombe? I know that he missed a couple of wide open threes, but guess what? He's still keeping his head down. He's still getting back on defense. He's boxing guys out, and I have to give him credit for that. Sometimes it's just not going to be your shooting night, but guess what? If you can attack and go downhill, and if you can still play your game, still be a pest out there, that's what matters. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I love that Tyrese Maxey step back three. That was Allen Iverson-esque. Oh, my gosh. He got his defender right on skates and just nailed it right there. Great camera work, too, by the Amazon crew. I loved that shot. I was thinking, I hope that this goes in because that is a beautiful shot. They gave you, like, the floor look. You know, the angle from the floor. It was beautiful. Great stuff, man. Let's guard the three and keep this momentum going, baby. Love it. Let's go. How we doing on the likes, chat? Can we get to 100? We got 71 of you tuning on in. Correct. I'm with you, Grace. I am definitely with you. Keep shooting, shoot or shoot. Still play your game. Still be aggressive. Don't be afraid. That ankle breaker from Tyrese Maxey just describes who Tyrese Maxey is. We can't be our number one option. Man. Can't be your number one option. VJ is a 2? Where are these people at now? Where are they at? Come out of the keyboards. Come out of the gates. Where are y'all at? I had people that were crying in my DMs like months ago. They were like, when Tyrese Maxey goes 0 for, like, he went 1 for 11 from 3. And I got 3 messages that night. And they were like, see, this is why Tyrese can't be a number one option. Like, come on, man. Grow up. 64-62, the Celtics lead it by 2. Whoever just subscribed, thank you so much. Drop your names down below. Come out of the shadows. Tell me I subscribed, JJ. Be like, JJ, it was me. I subscribed, and I will give you a shout out. All right, Boston with the ball. We'll see what they drew up out of this timeout here. Tatum gives it back over to Hauser. Hauser to White. Hauser back to White again. Now it's White over to Jason Tatum. Tatum swings it around the timeline. Kata's back out there. Kata lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. The Sixers could tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Love it, man. Let's go. Sonic, what's up, Sonic? How you doing? A 7-0 run by the 76ers. Drummond looking to pass it, and the ball, thank goodness, it got deflected out of bounds. Tatum should have had that. I don't know how he missed it, but it went off of his fingertips, and it went out of bounds. What happened to Jonathan Grenard? Can somebody tell me? What happened to Grenard for the Eagles? Did he get traded? Here is Tyrese Maxey for the 76ers at the logo. Takes it over towards the elbow now. Crosses over. Puts up a 2. Tie game! We're tied at 64. Tyrese Maxey with balls of steel. 6:10 to go in quarter number 3, and still plenty of time to go. Brown inside, outside, 3-point shot, way off the mark, and the rebound is going to go to Philadelphia. Edwards and Drummond did an excellent job communicating, and it's Tyrese Maxey dribbling it towards the outside. Maxey, ISO, 3, in the face of Tatum. What a shot by Tyrese Maxey. Allen Iverson stands tall. Let's go. Brown initiates contact and he's fouled by Drummond. Let's go back to that shot by Maxey. I mean, Jason Tatum was in his grill and Maxey just held that pose. He knew it was going to go in, and boy, did he swish it from another area code. 67-64, 5:37 left to go. And Tatum is going to inbound it again for Boston. Tatum with an inbound pass that goes to Pritchard. Pritchard at the logo. Edgecombe guarding him. He's a tag and gives it over to Jaylen Brown again. Queta lost the ball, but he's fouled by Philadelphia. Jordan Walsh just entered on in for Sam Hauser, and Peyton Pritchard just came on in too for Boston as well. Derek White just took a seat, and Edgecombe is the one who got called for the foul. Nehemiah Queta is at the line. We got 57 likes. It's beautiful. JJ's mocking voice cracks me up. Thanks for the likes. We got 60. Love that, man. Oh, that's awesome. 67-65. Game 4 is Sunday. Game 5, if there is one, is Tuesday. Game 6, actually, wait, there is a Game 5. I'm sorry. Game 6, if there's a Game 6, that is going to be on April 30th, which is on Thursday. All right, foul shot number 2. It's good, and it's a 1-point ball game with 5:29 to go. Tyrese Maxey picks it up for the Sixers. Dumps it off over to Oubre. More dribble handoffs come for the 76ers. And it's Maxey again zigzagging down the lane at the foul line. Steps back, another 2, and it's a little bit short. Just mistimed that shot, and we have another whistle called. What's this whistle here? I don't know. The refs are gathering together. What's going on? What are the refs doing? They're going over. They're calling a hostile act. On who? Drummond? Oh, Queta got elbowed right in the face by Andre Drummond right when he was trying to get the rebound. So they're reviewing this to see if it's a hostile act. They just stopped the game mid-possession. And the refs are going to go over to the scorer's table. Oh, no. As Drummond was getting boxed out, he elbowed Queta right in the face. Pritchard had the ball. He was ready to go. And the refs were like, hold it a second. They're going to review to see if this is a hostile act by Andre Drummond for elbowing Queta in the face. I don't know. Huh. So what was the Eagles trade? Eagles traded for Vikings edge rusher. Jonathan Grenard is an Eagle. I was going to say, I saw something happen with Jonathan Grenard. I'm calling the game. I got to keep my eyes on this, but let's go, baby. Howie Roseman does it again. Let's go. Howie freaking Roseman. Let's go. Another edge rusher, baby. Come on. Here are the full terms of the deal. They get Jonathan Grenard. Hold up. I gotta get this. All right, hold up. So they call a technical foul on Andre Drummond. And Boston is going to try to shoot a free throw to tie the game. Justin Crawford just made an excellent sliding catch for the Phillies. Oh my gosh, what a catch. A lot of stuff going on tonight, man. How do you keep up with it all? All right, so what was the deal for Jonathan Grenard? I want to see. The Eagles have traded for edge Jonathan Grenard. They are sending number 98 this year and a third next year and are giving him a 4-year, $100 million deal? Oh, my gosh. $50 million guaranteed. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. They traded Grenard and they're extending him and they're paying him $100 million. Jeez. Tatum ties the game as the first free throw is good. And that was the only free throw. Boston still has possession. Tatum for three for Boston. Way off the mark. The ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Sixers. It'll be Boston ball. Sorry. Boston basketball. We're playing the refs. It's right there. It's right here. Do you see it? It's on the ticker. It's on the ticker down below. It is NHL. These are the NHL playoff games. And the Phillies score should be coming on up too. 67-67. Boston has the ball. 4:45 left to go. Tatum lost the ball, but it's tipped back by Boston, but they're going to call another offensive foul on the Celtics. An illegal screen. Look at that. Just beautiful. And how about that takeaway by Tyrese Maxey as well? Right before that, we missed that shot. Let's go. All right. It's Edgecombe with a handoff that goes over to Edwards. Edwards back to Maxey. Maxey over to the outside. Here's a three-point shot, and it's blocked by Boston. Jaylen Brown just blocked Justin Edwards. Nehemiah Skeda got the rebound. We're still tied at 67 apiece with 4:14 left to go in the third quarter. Brown step back two, good. And he knocked it down right in the wheelhouse of Justin Edwards. Again, you just give him a little bit of time. Just a little daylight, and you can still knock it down. Tyrese Maxey wants to get VJ more involved. Edgecombe with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to ISO. He's going to take it over towards the left side of the elbow. Gives it back over to Oubre, and a three-point shot way off the mark. Offensive rebound by Edgecombe. Drummond in the corner. Three. Yes! Oh, yes! Andre Drummond knocks it down. He loves that left corner. It is just his bread and butter shooting for three. He actually had a little bit of defense on him, too. Jaylen Brown again at the Xfinity Mobile Arena sign. Crosses over 5 times. Tries to get past Justin Edwards. And Brown puts up a shot, and he's fouled by J.E. And the clock stops with 3:12 left to go. Grenard. All right, so yeah, 4-year, $100 million. That's unbelievable, dude. That is great. I can't believe that. That makes me so happy. Howie Roseman season. I love that. They just... Imagine him playing with Vic, dude. Him playing with Vic Fangio. Whew, that guy's going to eat. 3:12 to go here in the third quarter. What a game we have here. The Phillies, by the way... they're up by a run, but the Atlanta's threatening to score. Brown for the lead. It's good. It's a 71-70 game. Let's go. That's crazy, man. I'm so excited. Oubre down the lane, baseline J. He almost got it to go. Oh, man, it went in and out. 71-70. The Sixers down by 1, and we have some chirping going on back and forth. Keda was doing some trash talking, and things escalated a little bit, and the refs are going to go back to the table. What the heck just happened? Gosh. And another timeout taken. It's from Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre Jr. got called for a personal foul, and the Sixers take a timeout. All right. Dude, the Phillies are stressing me out. Phillies are up by a run with 2 runners on in the bottom of the 6th. See, the score's right there. It just popped up. Michael Harris is coming up. Oof. Damn. All right, 71-70. They're playing a very good game. I want them to win this game. But I really have to tell you, I'm proud of this crew. This is way better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought that they were going to get crushed in this series. I really did. They're playing well beyond my expectations. Come on, get Michael Harris out. I'm so proud of the Eagles, dude. What a move. Come on, get Michael out. Harris just took the pitch down for a ball. How we feeling, chat? Chris says, I need them to win this game. Oh, I want them to win this game. I'm just saying that they've performed way better than what I've expected. I need a W. I would love a W. Michael! What's up, Michael? Not Michael Harris. What's up, Mike? Oh, Michael, you're going to love this story. You ready for this? Oh, wait, there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That's going to go back towards the track. Marsh can't make the catch. Oh, no. 1 run scores for the Braves. 2 runs score. And the Braves take the lead 4-3. Damn it. Darn it. That sucks. But Michael. So I was at the airport. I was coming home from the Bahamas, and I met this guy from Chicago, and he was a White Sox fan, and I had to ask him. I had to ask him about the cake shakes. He said, I've never had one of them before. And I'm like, what? Damn. Phillies just lost the lead. It's a 4-3 lead for the Atlanta Braves. That's too bad. All right. Back to the game that really does matter right now. All right, so this is going to be free throws resulted for Nehemiah Skada and the Boston Celtics. We got 89 people in the chat, 68 likes. Let's go, baby. Oubre pushed Kada. That's what the foul was on. That's who the foul was on. I didn't know that. Foul shot number 1 was good. Foul shot number 2, that is good as well. 73-70, Boston up by 3. Maxey with a handoff that goes over to Paul George. George to Maxey. Maxey again towards the baseline. Steps back, puts up an off-balance 2. How did he hit that? Oh, man. He shimmied towards his left. And as he was shooting off balance, he got the ball towards his right and still made the shot. He made it look so easy. Unreal. 73-72, Boston leads it by 1 against the 76ers. Pritchard looking to pass it. Back over to Walsh. His 3. No. And the ball is tipped again, but a foul called. And the foul is going to be on Boston. And it'll be Sixers ball. After this, I'm going to have to take a very quick step off, chat. Just a very, very quick step off. All right. Sixers have it on offense. They are down by 1. Tyrese Maxey. All eyes on him. Gets it over to the logo. Jabs it over to Paul George. George for three. Not that time. Just a bit short. By the way, the Braves just took a 5-3 lead on a wild pitch. Damn. 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Here's a shot that's blocked by Grimes, and another three is up, and that is good by Boston, and they now lead it by 4. Grimes looking for an explanation, thought that Jaylen Brown traveled there. He did not travel, my friend. Nope. Maxey down the lane again. Goes up with a shot, and it's blocked. Maxey was looking for a foul call, too. Didn't get it. Still complaining to the referees. So it's a 4-point lead for the Boston Celtics with 1:21 to go in this third quarter. Nice little pass from Maxey over to Oubre, and Oubre gets it blocked by Jaylen Brown. And Walsh comes away with the rebound for Boston. Pritchard almost lost his dribble. Gives it over to Nehemiah Skeda. And now it's Hauser back to Brown. And we have another turnover called on the Boston Celtics. Skeda with another offensive foul. That is his 4th. He has to be careful. That's his 4th offensive foul. This has been a scrappy game between the both of these teams. It's been absolute cinema. With 65 seconds to go in this third quarter, the Sixers, they trail by 4. And their lineup that they have, it's Paul George, Kelly Oubre Jr., Tyrese Maxey, Andre Drummond, and Quentin Grimes. Skeda over on the bench. By the way, Jason Tatum is not in there right now. He'll probably start off the fourth quarter. Oubre down the lane. Goes up with a 2. That's good! All right, so it's a 76-74 game. Sixers up in the quarter, 27-22. Pritchard crossing over a couple of times against Quentin Grimes. 45 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Pritchard again, looking to try to get a screen from Brown. Doesn't do so. A wide open 3 against Paul George, and he knocks down the firework. That was ridiculous. It's Maxey over on the near baseline. Maxey will have to pass it towards the outside to Drummond. What's Drummond doing? Floaters up inside, and it's going to be rebounded by Nikola Vucevic. It's 79-74. The Sixers are down by 5 to Boston. Brown at the logo, being guarded by Maxey. 7 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Brown for 2. Not that time. Grimes tries to save it, and that is going to do it. So the third quarter does come to an end. It is 79-74. The Sixers did win the third quarter, but they still trail by 5. And they'll be back. And so will we. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you very, very soon. What's up, chat? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's do some shout outs. Who's tuning on in? Where are you tapping in from? Cake shakes were the thing, says Michael. Damn. I don't think we have enough tonight. I do, man. I said whoever wins that third quarter is going to win the game. I'm standing by that. The Sixers, they won the third quarter. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I really am. This is really unlike me because I'm watching a baseball team that is on the verge of losing their 10th straight game in a row, and that team makes me sick. That team makes me want to vomit my eyeballs out every single night. But this team right now and this Flyers team are playing really good hockey and really good basketball for the most part. So I'm feeling good. I really am. I don't have as big of an expectation bar. I let my guard down a little bit, and you know what? I'm ready to sell my soul again to this team. It's such a toxic thing. We're from Chadsford. Where else? Where are we tuning in from? We got Chadsford, PA. It is. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. It is. Shout out to Brooks. I'm laughing because I didn't even think about that. But you're right. I'll quote him for that. I will. All right, Sixers have the ball. Time to lock back on in. Paul George for two. No. Offensive rebound by Adem Bona. And Bona looks to give it back over to Paul George. George lost the ball, though, and Shireman picks it up for the Celtics. Damn. What the heck was that? The ball just slipped on out of his hands. Shireman over to Peyton Pritchard. Goes down the lane. Pritchard looking to pass it back outside to White. White back to Shireman. A Shireman three-pointer. Won't go. And the rebound goes to Quentin Grimes. Excellent job by Edgecombe to leap up and tip it right over to him. Tyrese Maxey again. Takes it over towards the elbow. And goes back over towards the logo again for Philadelphia. Now he tells Bona to step up. Bona will step up, provide him with a screen. Maxey three-point shot, and that's up and it's in. They'll call it a 2, though. They'll say that his left foot was on the line. 79-76. It was not a 3, it was a 2. Here's Derek White again, looking to pass it back to Peyton Pritchard. So the lineup, it's Tatum, White, Vucevic, Pritchard, and Shireman. Tatum outside to Vucevic, his three-point shot, and that one goes down the drain on the left side of the corner. So it's 82-76. The Sixers down by 6, and it's Edgecombe with a bounce pass that goes over to Paul George over on the low block. George with a nice pass that goes to Bona, and Bona is fouled. All right. By the way, in the Phillies game, Kyle Schwarber is up. And the count is full. Actually, he's getting ready to come back on in. He's over at the scorer's table. But I believe we have some free throws coming on up. 4 more subs, so we get to 9,730. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. How we doing on the likes, chat? Let's get to a hundo. What are the refs doing here? Dude, how many times do they keep just going on over to the table? So that is a 3 by Tyrese Maxey, by the way. 82-77. It was not a 2. It was a 3, so it's a 5-point game. And now Bona is at the line. I forgot Maxey was in there. I forgot. Sorry, chat. Foul shot number 1 by Bona. He misses. I guess you can't have it all. Schwarber staying alive in that at bat. Nice. 82-77. Bona at the line for one more. Got it.
Excellent.
Defense! Derek White over at the logo has Paul George guarding him and has to pass it, and it's taken away by VJ Edgecombe. Maxey almost had it. Edgecombe got it. Edgecombe down the lane, lays it up. Finger roll, soft touch for VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe has been a monster in this game. Just in the second half, he was a little bit cold in the first, but he's been really pesty on the defensive side. How about George with 16 and Tyrese Maxey with 24? Pritchard open, three-point shot. No! And Edgecombe got the rebound. And he just bounced it over to himself, but they're going to call it travel. No. He was looking to try to pass it, and then he bounced it right to himself, and that's a travel. Oh, gosh. What was he doing? Yeah. Careless mistake there. 82-80 with 9.5 minutes to go. Damn, and Derek White is going to inbound it. I don't like that mistake there. Edgecombe is still 0 for 6 from 3, by the way. Tatum on a drive to the basket, lays it up, and somehow, someway just does Jason Tatum things and lays it on in. And that was good. Tyrese Maxey over on the baseline. Step back fadeaway too, and he makes that one look easy. Tyrese Maxey acting like a superstar tonight. 84-82 with 9:05 to go in the fourth quarter. The Sixers are 3 for 4 from the field. The Celtics are 2 for 4. They almost stole the ball there. Vucevic, though, is a bad pass. And Paul George dives and saves it from going out of bounds. And it's Edgecombe who has it for the Sixers. Terrible pass by Vucevic. Before that, that was almost a bad pass by Jason Tatum. Maxey, three-pointer. The Sixers take the lead. Maxey has ice in his veins. And the crowd erupts like a volcano. Embiid even high-fives Maxey. And the tiger eye in Tyrese Maxey's eyes says it all. The decibel level out at the X is unmatched. Let's flip and go, baby. Dude, that is incredible. Tyrese Maxey, man. Wow. All right, in the Phillies game, by the way, it's in the top of the 7th. There's 2 outs. Marsh is up, and the Phillies are down by 2. It is a 5-3 game. Sixers lead it by 1, an 11-5 start for Philadelphia. What a play. That was awesome. All right. Boy, oh boy. Tyrese Maxey is just putting on a superstar performance, and he has the Batman mask on in this game. Okay, I'm back. I had to go scream. He's on such a heater. It's like when you just know that you're hitting that shot and you're backpedaling and you just see the ball go through the hoop and you just have the feeling. You're like, yeah, like tonight's my night. It's Tyrese Maxey's night, man. Gosh. Keep this up, man. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. Let's go, baby. Phillies might lead the league in losing streak at the moment. I guess so. Listen, Mike Sealski's listening to Sixers Celtics on the radio as I sit in my car while my son's at practice, hoping that Tom McGinnis doesn't pass out. Shout out to Tom McGinnis, man. I love Tom McGinnis. He's great. Does an excellent job as the Sixers radio play-by-play announcer. He's awesome. Really nice guy, too. Man, Maxey's not smiling all the time. Is a dead eye, or is a deadly Tyrese. Yeah. Dude, the tiger eye. He just, they showed the close-up of him. It's a beautiful thing. It is. He's hunting. He's hunting for prey. He smells it. Sixers have the lead. 29 points for Tyrese Maxey. Look at Allen Iverson. All right, here we go. Tatum with the rock. 8:30 left. Tatum backs up over towards the three-point line. And now has to try to take it back himself. He almost lost the ball, has to throw it over towards the left side. White puts up a shot. It's no good, but there's a foul called. Jaylen Brown just entered back in for Baylor Shireman. And is that another foul on Bona? If it is, that's his fifth. He played aggressive defense there, too, and Maxey nearly picked his pocket. Gosh. Never thought the Sixers would dig themselves out of this small... I can't... Yeah. They gotta win this game. 85-84. They got me invested, man. This is what they do. Jaylen Brown over on the outside. Tries to attack. Go downhill. No good. Great defense by Oubre. He stands tall. And also good job by Drummond as well. Tyrese Maxey puts up a tough two-point shot. That's no good. I didn't like the shot there. Tried to ISO, took it over to the foul line, extended. He was off balance. He hesitated a little bit too. And now it's Jaylen Brown who passes it back over to Peyton Pritchard at the logo. Pritchard wanting to try to take on Edgecombe. Works around the screen, but it's a moving screen called on Jaylen Brown again. Boston just looks so out of sorts, and Brown just making careless turnovers in this game. And the Sixers taking advantage. Can they add on to the lead is the question. Let's go. It's Maxey at the Sixers logo, dribbling with the right hand, crossing over a couple of times. Now is Jaylen Brown on him. Drummond sets a pick, and it's Maxey who steps back. ISO's another three. In and out it goes. Drummond gets the rebound. Back to Edgecombe. A three. It's blocked, and it goes on out of bounds. Actually, he airballed it. He airballed it, and that's why Jason Tatum didn't go after it. But there we go. All right, so it's Celtics ball, 85-84. Dang it. That was another opportunity. Edgecombe is now 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. Tatum working over towards the left side. Zips it down the lane. Shots up, and that is a goaltending called. It'll be against the Sixers. Paul George just went up and over the basket as Tatum tried to lay it up and on in. Or Edgecombe it was. It was VJ Edgecombe. Got his right hand up on there, but he just jumped a little bit over the rim. And Boston takes a 1-point lead with 6 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Tyrese Maxey throws the ball. It was stolen by Brown. Almost picked up again by Tyrese Maxey. And the layup on the 2-on-1 is good. And Brown makes up for it on the defensive side, 88-85, with 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to be played. Big steal there by Jaylen Brown. 17 points in this game for Jaylen. Edgecombe again down the lane, puts up a 2. And we have an offensive foul called on VJ Edgecombe. Oh, man. A turnover was called on VJ. That's for sure. What is with these turnovers here? So it's Boston basketball. Edgecombe actually got called for a travel. That was a travel. Brown for two. Somehow, someway banks it on in. Right at the foul line. And it's now a 5-point lead for Boston. The Sixers need to come up with a bucket here. 90-85. Maxey around the screen. He'll dump it off to Drummond. Drummond being guarded by Vucevic. Gives it over to the outside to VJ Edgecombe. And Paul George now has it. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. George has to hurry up here. Puts up a tough three, and he just chucked that from another area code. It's Jaylen Brown again down the lane, putting up a 2 and getting fouled out in transition. 90-85 with 5:39 left to go. Sixers starting to get a little bit tired, it seems. That's not good. Boston has gone on a little run to even up the scoring in this fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown did a good job at hanging on to that basketball there. Took a tumble, though, over to the deck. 90-85, Boston up by 5. And Brown at the charity stripe. Jaylen has 19 points. In his last game, he put up 36. And in the first one, he had 26. The first foul shot, Jaylen Brown able to knock it down. It's still a 2-possession game. The Sixers will take a timeout, and they'll try to get back on track right now. I saw Saucy. We saw it on here. Come on, man. All right, how we doing on the likes, chat? How are we doing on the likes? We got 3 more subscribers to go till we get to 9,730. If you did just subscribe to the channel today, let me know where you guys are tuning on in from and who you guys are. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We got 120 of you tuning on in. We need 23 more likes to get to 100. We have not gotten to 100 likes on a Sixers stream at all this year, and that hopefully will change tonight. We not only do Sixers basketball, we do Phillies baseball, we do Eagles football, and we do a lot of other Major League Baseball games as well. Tonight, after this game is done, we got the Giants taking on the Marlins. We'll be covering that game just to try to calm down a little bit and just get back into a slower type of a vibe, and that's what baseball is for. It's a lot of fun. We have a blast doing it. Speaking of baseball, the Phillies are down 5-3. That is in the bottom of the 7th with 2 away. There's 2 outs, and Shugart is pitching. We got over 118 people watching. 79 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. 20 more likes. Oh, man. Please, if we can't win this game, can we just hit the like button, Sis Grace? Let's go. We got to 80. Keep it going. We need 20 more. And by the way, we are doing our first fundraising stream next week, so definitely check us out for that. We are doing a 48-hour stream as we get closer to 10,000 subscribers. We're trying to raise $10,000 for familial dysautonomia in honor of my brother who passed away with familial dysautonomia in 2020. And so we're doing it in honor of him. If you guys want to come on, you most certainly can. We're doing a lot of baseball content during both of those days, and we are going to be live for 48 hours. 48 nonstop hours. There's the link. There's more details about it down below, and you can just click on that. JJ, question, why have the Phillies times been so weird? They played a bunch of early Saturday and Sunday times. Networks picked them up. So, like tonight, the game's on Apple TV. And so usually the Apple TV games, actually, wait, that's a lie. Usually, like when they play in Atlanta starts at 7:15. So I don't really know. I know that they were on the West Coast, so that obviously played a factor into it a couple of weeks ago, and you see like 4:05 starts. But 1:35, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. There was like a 1:05 start on Saturday and a 1:35 on Sunday. I have no clue. I don't make the schedule. I wish I'd know. But yeah. Keep it going, baby. We have 83, 17 more. But Steve, how you doing, my guy? It's good to see you on here, man. I'm sweating in here. All right, Jaylen Brown's at the line. Time to lock on in. Brown takes 2 dribbles, and the second foul shot by Jaylen Brown is good. So that means it's now a 3-possession game, 92-85. Still time left in this game. It's an 8-0 run, though, by Boston. Sixers could use a run now. Okay, it's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Pick and roll offense to Andre Drummond, and Drummond's going to get fouled by Nikola Vucevic. I was actually a little bit surprised that they called the foul there. 3 more subs! 3 more, baby. And thank you all again so much for all the support for this channel. Drummond is at the charity stripe. He has got to make at least 1 free throw here. Foul shot number 1, no good. And I say at least 1 because he's not a good foul shooter. He's a 63% shooter on the season. And here's free throw number 2 for Andre Drummond. Not that time. So he doesn't even make 1. 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum has the rock. Swings it over to Jaylen Brown. Brown on the left side. Will give it back over to Tatum. And Tatum step back 2-point shot. Won't go. And Tyrese Maxey gets the rebound. That was big. Let's go. Maxey at the Sixers logo. Dribbles with the right hand. Still dribbling with the right hand. Now tries to go down the lane. Kicks it out to Drummond, a corner 3. Andre Drummond again. Knocking it down from the far corner. I mean, have the teams learned that he can just hit the corner 3? I don't know, but anyhow, I'm not trying to give them any sort of hints or anything like that. It's 92-88, and the Sixers now down by 4. White down the lane. Layup inside. Won't go. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Sixers ball. It was fumbled by Derek White. Excellent defense by Tyrese Maxey. The way that he just stayed on him when he went down that far corner all the way to the baseline. Did a great job at staying on his man. Maxey from the parking lot for 3. Oh, no, he didn't get it, but Oubre got the rebound. Oubre down the lane, putting it up through traffic. It's good. It's back to a 2-point game. Punch, counter punch. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. That's the type of run that you respond with. I like those tan lines. You see the tan lines? Let's go, baby! You're the first one to say something. I love it. I didn't think that people thought that I didn't think that people saw that I got a tan. And I didn't think, I was like, hey, did I get a tan? Did I get a tan? All right, I'm happy somebody confirmed it. That's great. I'm all fired up. This team, I can't believe it. I'm watching the first game in the Bahamas with my dad and with my cousins. I'm like, yep, there's no chance. I can't believe it. That they actually are trying to really buy me back in. That's what they do. It's crazy. We have 85 likes. We're at 92. What love is it? What's going on? Thank you so much. right, the Phillies have the tying run up at the plate. Oh, boy. That'd be something. All right, 92-90. Boston has the ball again. Three-point shot won't go. 4 minutes to go. Jason Tatum has the rock. Now it's Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Brown being guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Crosses over 5 times. Brown with a foul line. Jay, good. Dang it. Jaylen Brown knocks it down and puts up a silencer of a shot with 3:47 left to go. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. Let's go, baby. Come on, 3 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the Sixers have the ball. It's Tyrese Maxey again. Jaylen Brown with 23 points. As RB would say, wake him up, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. I like that. I like that a lot. Maxey down the lane. Maxey, finger roll finish. It's denied by Walsh. But, however, there's a foul. And Walsh, or White that was, who tried to block the shot, made a little bit of contact. Let's see. That's a goaltend. That's a goaltend. And it is a goaltend. It is a goaltend. I thought I saw a little bit of contact, but there was actually no contact at all. It was just a goaltend. 94-92. Sixers down by 2. Sorry about that. It's Jaylen Brown passing a couple of defenders, and now Andre Drummond gets called for a goaltend. Oh, great. Got right behind him. It's now 96-92. Just keep on goaltending, right? Just keep it going, I guess. 96-92 with 3:14 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Sixers are going to take a timeout. Are they going to challenge this? They hit the backboard. Well, what are we doing? If Nick Nurse is challenging this, I'm not happy about that. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Sixers take a timeout with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. One more sub. We are at Goaltend City. Get off up. What's going on? Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. We cover the Phillies, we cover the Sixers, we cover the Eagles. We also got a Flyers watch party tomorrow after the Phillies game is done, so make sure you guys stay on for that. We also do a lot of other baseball content. If you're a baseball fan like me, that's mainly what we do on this channel. But we obviously love our basketball team. We love doing basketball for sure. And we still do Sixers games whenever we can. We're at 89 likes. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. All right, 96-92. Tell Jordan to come and defend you. Oh, man. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this fourth quarter. If you're wondering why I'm not in the energy, it's because we're saving it. All right, so here we go. We're back. The Sixers have the ball on offense. Maxey gets a handoff over to Paul George. George over on the elbow, looking to take it back towards the top of the key. He's guarded by Jaylen Brown. Brown trying to clamp down on defense. It's George passing back through a couple of defenders, finding Drummond, and Drummond throws it down with both hands. I don't know how he got that pass off. That was absolute wizardry from Paul George. 96-94, Tatum over at the foul line extended. Tatum for 2, puts it up, can't put it on in, but he's fouled by Drummond. Andre Drummond thought that he went up and down. 2:39 left to go, and we have a foul called on Andre Drummond after he made a nice 2-point dunk. He gets called for a foul. And Tatum at the line. There's still plenty of time to go. It's going down to the wire. Foul shot number 1 by Tatum. It's still a one-possession game, and he is able to knock down the first foul shot. 97-94. Tatum's second free throw. And that's no good. It's still a one-possession game, and Andre Drummond catches the rebound. Don't need a 3 here. Got to be careful. Paul George with the rock. Takes it towards the right side. George being guarded by Brown. George again wants to cross over, gets a screen by Drummond. Now is at the foul line. Another pass to Drummond, and Drummond again with a dunk. It's just pick and roll offense between PG and Andre Drummond. They just keep spamming that pick and roll. I love it. 97-96. Tatum to Vucevic. Vucevic thought about taking the three. Gives it back to Tatum. Tatum, three-point shot. Good. How could they leave Tatum wide open? 196. 155 left to go. Maxey at the logo again for the 76ers. A handoff to Paul George. And what's George going to do? He's going to get a screen from Andre Drummond again. Are they going to spam the pick and roll once again? George off balance too, and he kissed it off the window. Paul George is taking on over. 198. We've seen this plenty of times with Boston and Philly coming down to the wire. Tatum to Vucevic. Now it's in the hands of Jaylen Brown. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown back over to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Edgecombe. Tatum is going to cross on over. Takes it back again. And it gives it back over to Pritchard. Pritchard's three-point shot is up and it's good. Oh, man. Right at the buzzer of the shot clock. 103-98. That's a stab in the heart. 1:10 left to go. And George again gets it over at the logo. Paul George looks to pass it over to Oubre. Oubre looking to go down the lane. Layup is up. The layup is no good, but there is another foul called. And it's on Boston. Damn. That three by Peyton Pritchard, man. First the three by Tatum. Sixers messed up on their defense when they left him wide open. He's done it plenty of times to the Sixers. And then that three by Peyton Pritchard, that was clutch. 103-98 with 59.5 seconds left to go. And we have a timeout taken. Vucevic got called for a shooting foul, and I believe the Celtics are challenging this. They called a timeout. He is going to challenge. It's rivalry weekend. Rivalry weekend for Philadelphia sports. You got the Sixers playing against the Celtics in the playoffs. You got the Flyers playing against the Penguins in the playoffs. And you got the Phillies taking on the Atlanta Braves. These are all big rivals. It's insane. It's crazy. Oh, boy. Hang on, chat. So the Celtics just challenged this. Tatum, by the way, has the fourth most points in Celtics history. They're still reviewing this to see if whether or not Kelly Oubre is going to go to the line. Let's see again. I don't know. That was good defense. That was good defense. Let's see what the call is. The challenge is unsuccessful. Kind of surprised. All right, so Oubre is going to shoot a pair of foul shots. 103-98. Sixers do trail by 5. They will actually add 0.5 of a second back to the game clock and call it a minute left to go. Oubre has his mouth guard in there. And he takes out his mouthpiece. 103-98 with 1 minute left to go. Hang on, chat. What's up, Shantae? We're at 92 likes. How we doing? We're at 94. We're so close. Please hit that thumbs up button. We're so close. We got 222 people in the chat. Oubre at the line. First foul shot. Got it. Thank gosh. All right, come on. 103 to 99 has to make this one, too. The second foul shot by Oubre. Got it. Excellent. 103 to 100. Tatum is going to inbound the ball. Sixers have got to play defense. Pritchard with the rock, being full court pressed by VJ Edgecombe. Gets past half court. Now it's to dump it off over to Tatum. Who's going to guard Tatum here? It's going to be Adem Bona. Tatum is at the logo, and Bona has to stay on him. Tough assignment here. Tatum down the lane, looks to kick it out. Vucevic for three. It's up. It's no good. Offensive rebound, though, by White. They swing it towards the outside, and they give it back over to Jaylen Brown. That was a big-time offensive rebound. Tatum for three. For the dagger, it's good. 106 to 100. Jason Tatum just knocked down a heck of a three. And this crowd is silent with 25.3 seconds left to go. Over on the left wing, the Sixers killer does it again. Unreal. Just swished it from that right wing. And the Boston bench is going absolutely bananas. 106 to 100 with 25.3 seconds left to go. And the Sixers still have one more timeout left. Oh, boy. We got a post-game show after this. And, of course, we're going to be doing the Giants-Marlins game after this as well. Jason Tatum with 25 points just made an absolute dagger from three after that clutch, and I mean clutch, offensive rebound by Derek White. Nobody could box him out. Sixers got to stop, and Derek White got the offensive board, and Tatum in stride. One dribble and a swisher. It was up there. Don't even want to look. It's literally right on the ticker right now. 5-3, Braves. Got to look at that ticker. It's on the bottom. All right. 106 to 100. Sixers are going to inbound it. They give it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey for three for the Sixers. No good. Offensive rebound by Drummond. Drummond has to reset it back over to Maxey. Maxey off balance. Another three-point shot that time. It's no good. And Boston's just going to try to play keep away here. And Tatum has it. Goes down the lane. And he's fouled with 9.2 seconds left to go. Oh, boy. 9.2 seconds left in this game, and Boston looking to take the lead in the series. Crazy. Oh, man. This team, dude. I got a post-game show after this. Bona is going to come back on in for the Sixers. Tatum is going to be the one to inbound it here. And he'll have to do it over Tyrese Maxey. So Tatum will inbound it, give it over to Derek White, and that should do it. But he's going to get fouled with 6 seconds to go from Adem Bona. I thought that they were just going to let it go. But nope. 6 seconds are left. 106 to 100. Sixers do still technically have one timeout left to burn. I'll tell you what. Regardless of the result tonight, I have to say, I am proud of their effort. 107 to 100. Obviously, would have really loved the win. But, man, I did really like the fight tonight. I did not expect them to be in this series with the way that they've been playing. And this series still is not over. Second foul shot is good. 108 to 100. Maxey's going to get the inbound pass. And he will go on over towards the right side. And he'll take a shot that is just ill-advised. But regardless, had to take it anyways. And the Boston Celtics come on into Philadelphia. They take Game 3 and put up 108 points. And they outscore the 76ers in the fourth quarter and make the clutch shots. And they win by a score of 108 to 100. Okay. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for tuning on into this game. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. We will obviously be on for Game 4, which will be on Sunday. But here's the bottom line. Okay, this Philadelphia 76ers team, if you thought that the 76ers were going to at least be competitive in this series, I would have called you crazy. I really would have called you crazy. I'm not happy that they lost this game tonight. I'm disappointed, as we all probably are too. But I have to tell you, the amount of effort that I've seen from Tyrese Maxey and even from VJ Edgecombe in this game, I know that VJ Edgecombe struggled. I get all of that. But my guy was still fighting. My guy was still scratching and clawing. And the reason why they lost this game was because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were the better two players. That's why they lost. And that's the truth. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum just played better than Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe did. But they still gave a very, very good fight. I know that people are going to be critical of me for saying stuff like this. Well, what matters at the end of the day are wins and losses. Think about the context. They're without Joel Embiid. That's not just a regular player. Joel Embiid changes everything for this Philadelphia 76ers team. Okay? Joel Embiid changes their whole entire offense. Okay? That's just the truth. You watch Joel Embiid play, and he's just that type of a center who takes a lot of possessions away, and he just is a force. So he opens up the floor to other guys. They're without him, and yet they're keeping this series competitive with Boston. It's not, to me, it sounds like it's a moral victory, but I'm very proud of just their effort. I'm really happy with how they've played because I expected games 2 and games 3 for them to get blown out by 35. That's really where I stand. I don't think that the series is over. As a matter of fact, they did lose to Boston tonight, but I feel more confident with Joel Embiid coming back for Game 4. If Joel comes back, they can win. They can win this series. Call me delusional. Call me a delusional person. That's what I learned from this game. From watching this team, just the effort that they are giving out there. It is insane. I don't know, and I have to see, of course, with the way that things look between Maxey and Embiid and their two-man game and the chemistry, that they're going to have to develop that. But I just see fight with this team. This team has not made it look easy for Boston. And I'm sad. It doesn't look like I'm sad. I am sad. I am sad that they lost this game. I'd rather be sad than angry. It's weird. It's very, very weird. I hear you. The Boston Celtics made more threes tonight. They didn't make those threes the other night. And guess what? We expected that was going to happen. We didn't expect Boston to shoot that cold from three the other night. And guess what? They did. And tonight, they shot the ball much better from three. But yet, I still saw a lot of fight from this team. So overall, disappointing loss. But I feel more confident for when they do get the big man back. And I do expect that he's going to be back on Sunday. I expect that. If this was a 5-game series, Joel Embiid would have played tonight. And actually, if they were down 2-0, I think he would have played tonight too. I do. I really feel that way. Boston shot 43% from three. You shot 34% from three. They made more than you did. They attempted more. And they still out-rebounded you. And they were the better team. But you made it really tough for them. You didn't go down without a fight. You scratched, you clawed. And this has gone a lot better than what I expected. I'm not even looking at chat right now. But I do want to hear what your letter grades are for this game. Sorry, not letter grades. One word to describe this game. This game, to me, I'd like to try to come up with a better word than heartbreaking. Because it was not just like a tough loss, but it left me with optimism. Let's see if we can find a word for that. But I do want to hear what your one word to describe that game was. They couldn't execute late in the fourth quarter. My critique for this game is that VJ has to shoot the ball better. I also just, in the fourth quarter, there were a couple of times, there's a couple of possessions I'd like them to get back. Andre Drummond had a bad pass that led to a turnover. We also saw a couple of really bad turnovers from offensive fouls. And the one VJ Edgecombe travel that he had, that was not good. And then the up and down. VJ has to be better. I think that he'll learn from it. I'm still really happy about the fight that he gave tonight. But he didn't make the shots. He didn't make the threes. And there were a couple of possessions that I feel like that the 76ers would like to have back. So, one word, though, to describe this 76ers game. Please let me know down below. What's a word for disappointing but optimistic? This was a bittersweet game. I don't even know if I like bittersweet. But AI says bittersweet might be a good one. Resigned, galvanized, a positive take on a disappointment, or the letdown motivates you to work harder. Bittersweet is used when you were right about a negative outcome, but it still hurts. Maybe not. Implies accepting a disappointing reality while calmly moving forward. I don't like that either. Resigned. I don't know. These words are close, but maybe there isn't a word to describe that. Tatum and Brown were the better players, though. They were. They were the better players in this game, and they executed when they had to. They were the stars down the stretch. And VJ Edgecombe did not have a good offensive game today. This guy's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. But I think that this team can compete with Boston. As a matter of fact, I think that this can go 6, even without Joel Embiid. I might be delusional right now. I might be. But also hear me out. They're not feeling good about this. They shouldn't feel good about this. This should motivate them on Sunday to come out firing with more anger. I don't think this is going to sit well with them. I really don't. I really don't think that this is going to sit well with them at all. This will eat at them. But maybe they needed this. We'll see what they can do on Sunday. But gosh. It's a tough one to swallow. It's a tough one to swallow. Oh boy. 3 more likes. We got to 100 likes. I want to thank you all so much for the likes. Everybody in my chat is an MVP. Thank you all so much, man. You guys are the best, man. Oh, man. You guys are the best. Mostly bitter. Yeah. I guess that's the better way that I can put it. Inexperience. That's the one word. Inexperience, hope, lack of effort. Scott says bad. Thank you all so much again. It's beautiful. All right. That's going to wrap it up for me. Phillies actually just lost 2 right now as we speak, so they're on a 10-game losing streak. It's their longest losing streak that they've had in quite some time. So, I love you all very much. Lila Tove. We are going to be going on for the Marlins-Giants game, so if you still want to come on and if you still want to hang out even after a disappointing loss like this, we can still talk more about it. We really can. That's another reason why I like doing these types of games, because we still have things on our mind. We can still get things off of our chest. And we'll do that during the Marlins-Giants game. So, baseball, you got a lot of downtime. And it's a beautiful thing. So, I love you all, though. Lila Tove. Have yourself a great rest of your night. Grace says I finally can shut up. No, you're good, Grace. I appreciate you for telling me everything. I had to get stuff off my chest. That's all. Nothing personal. Nothing against you. It was brutal. I'm sad. I'm sad that they lost that game. It felt like it was a Game 7 loss. See, now I'm processing things. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time. I'm going through the motions now. It's funny. Oh, brutal. Let's hope that they come back on Sunday. Let's hope Embiid's back. I do feel a lot better with Embiid back. All right, be right back in about 12 minutes. You don't even have to go anywhere. It's just going to redirect you to the next stream. So you just stay on here, and it'll take you right on over to the Giant stream. I do have to get the stream ready, and I have to change my scenes and all that sort of stuff. But I will see you all soon. All right? I love you guys so much. Lila Tove. Good night. JJ, the watch party tomorrow. Yep. We'll be on for the Flyers after the Phillies game is done. We'll watch the rest of the Flyers game too. So. All right. Good night. See you soon.